may take your breath away and hopefully get you thinking.
The magnitude of that moment did not escape the nation's view.
6-year-old Ruby Bridges and 4 federal marshals.
We've been sent by the President of the United States, and we are here to escort you to school today.
The governor of the state decided that
I will not force my people to integrate against their will.
I didn't want them to go to school with the
Going through this kind of living hell, what would you expect?
Crowds of protesters lined the streets.
Teachers at the school refused to instruct her.
Governor George Wallace, who blocked by literally standing in the door.
I say to keep these kids out of school.
200 people waiting at 8:30 in the morning to tell her they were going to kill her.
Then they had a machine gun beside their guns. They
threatened to poison Ruby.
President of the United States sent troops.
You are one of my heroes. I'm here because of you.
The governor called the National Guard.
All because of just one little girl.
He pulled his gun to shoot. Things were going to get really worse.
I can't believe this kind of stuff happens.
I would like to know what's happening to her.
Until now, she has never told the full story of what happened to her.
When they knocked on the door, my parents opened the door, and I remember standing there and seeing these 4 very tall white men. I remember them saying that we're federal marshals. We've been sent by the President of the United States, and we are here to escort you and your daughter to school today. I found myself in the car, driving this very short drive to this new school, and the minute we turned the corner, I saw what I thought was Mardi Gras. There were so many people standing out in the middle of the street, and they were screaming and shouting and throwing things.
I draw the line in the dust, and I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
The car door opened, and those federal marshals, they grabbed my hand, and I remember them saying, "Ruby, walk straight ahead and don't look back."
I say to the mothers to keep these kids out of school, all together. We're white people. We don't want them to go to school with
One of the city policemen, he pulled his gun to shoot, and everybody said they knew probably to kill me. So they said if they killed the mother, the child wouldn't have went.
200 people waiting at 8:30 in the morning to tell her they were going to kill her. 200 people in the afternoon telling her they were going to kill her.
The crowd would come, and they would bring a small baby's coffin, and they put this black doll inside of the coffin, and they would march around the school, and I would have to pass it to get inside of the building. And I used to have nightmares about the coffin.
This is a people's movement. It doesn't make any difference whether the major politicians are going to support you or not. If they don't support us in this movement to take back our government and give it to us and let us run our own institutions, those who stand in the way are liable to get run over.
When I got inside of the building, I remember it being very quiet.
I received a call from the superintendent's office and asking me if I would like to take a first grade position. That morning when I arrived, of course, the anger and the hostility was palpable. I was told that if I went downstairs, I would meet my student. So I walked down to a cavernous basement area of the school. Those doors instantly opened, and amidst this towering presence of federal marshals stood the most beautiful little girl one could ever dream of seeing, looking so delicate, so unaware of the mantle for change she wore that day. And as I went over toward her to introduce myself, she came forward, and I think she felt she was pretty special. And she was, and she looked that way. She had a beautiful pink dress, party dress. And as I walked over to meet her, her bowed head sort of raised gently, and a little smile came across her face, and then those beautiful big brown eyes that she still has rose to meet mine. And, you know, it was a case of love at first sight.